Friends, fellow dreamers, co-creators of destiny, I stand before you today with a message that will stir your spirit and ignite a fire within your soul. A message so potent, so immediate, that it has the power to transform your reality in the blink of an eye. That message is, your breakthrough is 24 hours away. Now, some of you might be thinking, that's a bold claim. How can a lifetime of struggles, of stagnation, of waiting, be undone in a single day? And to that, I say, the seed of your future is already planted within you. The power to shift your circumstances, to shatter limitations, and to step into the fullness of your potential is not out there somewhere, waiting to be discovered. It resides within you, dormant perhaps, but pulsating with an unstoppable force. For too long, many have walked this earth carrying immense potential, like buried treasure, never unearthing its true value. We talk about what we could do, what we should do, but we often fail to grasp what we must do. The breakthrough isn't about some mystical external force suddenly intervening. It's about an internal awakening, a sudden realization, a moment of profound clarity that illuminates the path you were always meant to walk. This shift begins with your mind. What are you believing about yourself? What narratives are you playing on repeat that keep you bound? The chains that hold us captive are often forged not by external circumstances, but by the limits of our own perception. When you dare to challenge those perceptions, when you begin to see yourself not as you are, but as you were created to be, the walls of impossibility begin to crumble. A new vision takes root, clear and compelling, guiding your steps. And vision, my friends, demands action. A breakthrough is not a passive event. It is the culmination of intentional decisions, of stepping out of your comfort zone, of pushing past the fear that whispers, not yet, or you can't. It's about taking that first, decisive step, even if you can't see the entire staircase. It's about saying, enough is enough. My season of waiting is over. My season of doing has begun. The universe responds to movement, to courage, to a spirit that refuses to be confined. Consider this. Every challenge you have faced, every obstacle that seemed insurmountable, was not designed to defeat you, but to refine you. They were tests, preparing you for the very breakthrough that awaits. Each difficulty has deposited within you strength, wisdom, and resilience. Now is the time to leverage those deposits. Now is the time to apply the lessons learned, to unleash the power forged in adversity. So, what will you do with the next 24 hours? Will you continue to linger in the shadows of procrastination, or will you seize this moment? Will you permit fear to dictate your destiny, or will you rise up with unwavering conviction? The breakthrough is not just about a single event. It's about the relentless pursuit of your authentic self, the audacious belief in your inherent capacity for greatness. Your future is calling. Your potential is screaming to be released. The world is waiting for the unique contribution only you can make. Do not allow another moment to slip by. Embrace the possibility, shift your perspective, and take that bold, decisive action. For in the next 24 hours, you have the power to step into a new chapter, to unlock doors you thought were permanently sealed, and to experience the breakthrough you have been waiting for. It is not just possible, it is within your grasp. Go forth and claim it. Let us delve deeper into the very core of this astounding truth. The immediacy of your breakthrough hinges not on external circumstances, but on an internal revolution. It is about what you choose to believe and the clarity with which you perceive your own destiny. Many among us possess incredible inherent capacity, a treasure trove of gifts and talents lying dormant, waiting for activation. This activation is not some complicated draw, not ritual, but often a singular, powerful shift in your internal landscape. Imagine for a moment a colossal dam holding back an immense reservoir of water. The potential energy is staggering, yet the flow is constrained. The breakthrough isn't about adding more water. It's about making a conscious decision to open the floodgates. And that decision, that profound shift in internal alignment, can occur in an instant, liberating a torrent of power that was always there. The bedrock of all human endeavor, the silent architect of our realities, is belief. What you truly believe about yourself, about your capabilities, about the world around you, ultimately determines the boundaries of your experience. If you believe you are inherently limited, that success is for others, or that your past dictates your future, then your subconscious mind, a powerful servant, will diligently work to prove those beliefs true. It will filter out opportunities, amplify doubts, and guide your actions in ways that ensure your current reality persists. These limiting beliefs are often invisible chains, forged in past disappointments or external pronouncements, yet they hold us more securely than any physical restraint. They whisper narratives of insufficiency, of unworthiness, convincing us that the breakthrough we seek is a distant mirage, something reserved for the privileged or the lucky. But I tell you, luck has little to do with it. It is the readiness of your inner world that truly matters. The concept of a breakthrough being 24 hours away is not a whimsical notion of instant gratification, but a profound statement about the nature of a mind transformed. It suggests that the gap between your current reality and your desired reality is often bridged not by endless incremental steps, but by a sudden, decisive change in perspective, a powerful surge of conviction. Think of it like a light switch. The entire room can be plunged in darkness, yet with a single flick, illumination floods the space. The light was always there, the wiring complete, it merely awaited the intentional act of activation. Your breakthrough is often the illumination of a path that was always present, but obscured by the shadows of doubt and limiting beliefs. This is where vision becomes paramount. True vision is not merely wishing or hoping. It is a clear, vivid, emotionally charged mental picture of your desired future, seen as if it has already happened. It is the destination clearly marked, giving purpose and direction to your inherent potential. When you couple an unwavering belief in your capacity with an unshakable, vibrant vision of what you are moving towards, you create an irresistible magnetic force. This clarity of vision acts as a powerful reprogramming mechanism for your subconscious. It provides new directives, new parameters for what is possible. It compels your mind to seek out resources, identify opportunities, and guide your actions in alignment with that compelling future. The breakthrough occurs when this new internal programming becomes so dominant that it overrides the old self-sabotaging patterns. The moment you truly see yourself capable, and truly believe in the vision, the universe begins to conspire in your favor, because you have finally aligned with its fundamental principle of manifestation. This alignment can happen rapidly. Sometimes it takes only one piece of information, one conversation, one insight, or one moment of sheer exasperation with the status quo to trigger this shift. It is the moment when you cease to be a prisoner of your past and become the architect of your future. It's when the aha moment strikes, when the fear dissolves, when the path becomes blindingly clear, and you realize that the perceived obstacles were merely illusions maintained by your own mind. It's not about magic, it's about the profound, often sudden, power of conscious decision coupled with a clarified purpose. So, when we declare that your breakthrough is 24 hours away, it is an urgent call to introspection, a challenge to examine your internal landscape, and an invitation to choose belief and vision over doubt and despair. For within that 24-hour window, the most powerful shift of all, the one within you, is ready to happen, unleashing your true self and transforming your world. A breakthrough, while born in the crucible of transformed belief and clarified vision, remains a dormant potential, a beautiful blueprint, until it is brought to life through decisive action. It is a fundamental truth that no vision, however grand, no belief, however unwavering, can manifest without the accompanying force of movement. The notion that your breakthrough is 24 hours away, therefore, carries with it an urgent imperative. This window is not merely for contemplation, but for initiation. It is a call to translate internal conviction into external commitment, to bridge the chasm between intention and implementation. Many stand on the precipice of their greatness, their minds ablaze with possibility, yet their feet remain rooted in the familiar, paralyzed by the insidious whisper of procrastination and the formidable shadow of fear. Procrastination, often misunderstood as laziness, is more accurately described as a sophisticated mechanism of self-preservation, a delaying tactic employed by the subconscious to avoid perceived discomfort or potential failure. It is the insidious voice that suggests "not yet," or "you need more information," or "it's too risky." This voice thrives in the absence of a clear, compelling directive from the conscious mind. It feeds on the fear of the unknown, the fear of inadequacy, or even, paradoxically, the fear of success and the responsibilities it might bring. The comfort zone, while offering a deceptive sense of security, is often the very prison that keeps one from their breakthrough. It is a subtle trap, lulling individuals into a state of inaction, convincing them that the known misery is preferable to the unknown triumph. But the truth is, true comfort and fulfillment lie beyond the boundaries of what is currently familiar. The breakthrough demands that you step into the arena, that you engage with the very discomfort that procrastination seeks to avoid. The greatest hurdle to action is often not the monumental task itself, but the sheer inertia of getting started. It is the first step, however small, that holds the greatest power. Think of a massive ship needing to turn. It doesn't instantly pivot. It begins with a slow, deliberate shift, gaining momentum with each degree of change. Similarly, your breakthrough is unlocked, not by awaiting a perfect, grand gesture, but by taking that singular, committed action. This might be a phone call you've dreaded, a challenging conversation you've postponed, the first few lines of an important project, or simply dedicating an hour to learning something new that directly serves your vision. The courage required is not the absence of fear, for fear is a natural human response to uncertainty, but the decision to act in spite of it. It is the recognition that the discomfort of inaction and stagnation far outweighs the temporary discomfort of moving forward into the unknown. Every single action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, creates momentum. It sends a powerful signal to yourself, to the universe, and to your subconscious mind. I am serious about this. I am committed. This signal begins to break down the walls of resistance that fear and procrastination have built. Each small win, each task completed, generates a ripple effect, building confidence and accelerating your trajectory. The compounding effect of consistent, intentional action is staggering. What begins as a hesitant step can quickly transform into a confident stride, and then a powerful sprint towards your desired future. The 24 hours isn't a guarantee of instantaneous results, but a potent catalyst for you to begin. It's a challenge to break the cycle of delay, to harness the internal clarity you've cultivated, and to launch yourself into the realm of doing. This means recognizing that the opportune moment will never be perfect. There will always be reasons to wait, excuses to defer. The breakthrough rarely waits for ideal conditions. It is forged in the midst of reality, imperfect as it may be. The next 24 hours offer a unique window to make a conscious choice to disrupt your patterns, to override the voice of hesitation, and to simply start. It is about leveraging the power of now, understanding that delay is the enemy of destiny. When you commit to action, even if it feels like fumbling in the dark initially, you invite clarity, you attract solutions, and you engage the very forces that will assist you in realizing your vision. The world rewards those who show up, who dare to move, who refuse to be held captive by their own anxieties. Your breakthrough is not just a mental shift. It is the courageous act of putting one foot in front of the other, relentlessly, until the path you envision becomes your tangible reality. The journey towards any significant breakthrough is rarely a smooth, unobstructed path. More often than not, it is characterized by a series of trials, setbacks, and moments of profound challenge. These aren't detours from your destiny. They are, in fact, integral parts of its design, serving not to defeat you, but to refine you. The profound truth embedded within the concept that your breakthrough is merely 24 hours away is the realization that every adversity you have faced, every obstacle you have surmounted, every disappointment you have endured, has served a higher purpose. It has deposited within you invaluable resources essential for the very success you are now poised to claim. These experiences have been a rigorous training ground, a forge where your character has been tempered, your resolve strengthened, and your insights deepened. Many mistakenly view past difficulties as evidence of their inadequacy or as permanent barriers to future achievement. They linger in the shadows of past failures, allowing those experiences to define their present capabilities. However, a crucial reframe is necessary. What if every struggle was not a punishment, but a preparation? What if every time you fell, you didn't just skin your knee, but gained a deeper understanding of balance? What if every time a door closed, it forced you to explore a path you would never have considered, a path that ultimately leads to greater opportunity? The wisdom gleaned from overcoming adversity is far more potent and practical than any knowledge acquired in times of ease. It is a wisdom born of experience, tested in the fires of reality, and therefore uniquely suited to navigating the complexities of your impending breakthrough. Consider the resilience you have unknowingly cultivated. Each time you picked yourself up after a fall, each time you pushed through exhaustion, each time you found a way forward despite overwhelming odds, you reinforced an inner strength. This strength isn't just about enduring, it's about innovating, adapting, and persisting. It's about finding creative solutions when conventional ones fail. This hardened resolve is not something you need to go out and acquire. It is already within you, a silent reservoir built stone by stone through every difficult moment. The 24 hours away message implies that this wellspring of resilience is fully formed, ready to be tapped into. It's a call to acknowledge and activate these inherent capabilities, realizing that the very challenges that once seemed to break you have actually built you into the person capable of handling the magnitude of the breakthrough that awaits. Furthermore, every setback has offered lessons, often painful ones, that would have been impossible to learn in comfort. These lessons might pertain to effective strategies, critical relationships, personal boundaries, or the importance of perseverance. Perhaps you learned who truly supports you, or discovered a hidden talent, or understood a fundamental flaw in a previous approach. These insights are not abstract theories. They are hard, won truths deeply ingrained into your being. They are the tactical advantages you now possess, allowing you to avoid past pitfalls, recognize true opportunities, and make more informed decisions as you step into a new level of achievement. The value of these lessons cannot be overstated. They transform potential failures into invaluable data points, guiding your actions and refining your strategies in the critical moments leading up to and following your breakthrough. Therefore, the proximity of your breakthrough is intimately tied to the cumulative impact of your journey. You are not starting from scratch. You are standing on the shoulders of every challenge you've overcome, equipped with a wealth of experience and an unyielding spirit forged in the fires of adversity. The 24 hours away is a powerful affirmation that you already possess the necessary internal infrastructure, the resilience, the wisdom, the refined character to not only achieve your breakthrough but to sustain it. It's an urgent directive to stop viewing your past struggles as liabilities and to recognize them as assets, as the very training that has prepared you for this moment of profound transformation. The moment you fully grasp this truth and consciously choose to leverage these hard-won internal resources is precisely when the seemingly distant breakthrough becomes an immediate, tangible reality. Your past has been preparing you for this very moment, and now is the time to activate all that you have become. As we continue to dissect the profound truth that your breakthrough is often far closer than you perceive, residing potentially within the next 24 hours, we must now turn our attention to an often overlooked yet utterly critical component, the intrinsic link between your breakthrough and your unique, irreducible self. Your moment of profound shift, of sudden clarity and accelerated progress, is not about becoming someone else or fitting into a predefined mold. On the contrary, it is about the radical act of unleashing and embodying the fullness of who you truly are, recognizing that your breakthrough is inextricably tied to your authentic contribution to the world. For far too long, many have been conditioned to pursue external validation, to compare themselves against others, and to strive for an idealized version of success that may not even align with their inherent design. This pervasive tendency to measure one's worth against external benchmarks, whether it be the achievements of peers, societal expectations, or inherited family legacies, is a profound inhibitor of genuine breakthrough. When you are constantly looking over your shoulder, attempting to emulate someone else's path or replicate their successes, you divert precious energy from the very path that is uniquely designed for you. You mute the distinctive melody that only you can play, and you stifle the specific genius that resides within your core. The breakthrough you seek is not a generic accomplishment. It is the specific unfolding of your potential for your purpose in your unique way. The world is not waiting for another version of someone else. It is crying out for the authentic expression of you. Every individual is endowed with a singular set of gifts, talents, perspectives, and experiences that converge to create a unique fingerprint of destiny. Just as a forest requires the distinct characteristics of each tree, and an orchestra demands the individual voice of each instrument, so too does humanity require your particular contribution. When you suppress this uniqueness in pursuit of conformity, you not only diminish yourself, but also deprive the world of something it desperately needs. Your breakthrough, therefore, is often a moment of profound self-acceptance, a bold declaration that you will no longer apologize for your distinctiveness, and a resolute commitment to operating from your most genuine self. This realization that your inherent value and the blueprint for your breakthrough are encoded within your very identity can itself be the catalyst for the 24-hour shift. It's the liberating moment when you stop fighting against your own nature and instead begin to lean into it, to cultivate it, and to express it without reservation. This isn't about arrogance or self-indulgence. It is about stewardship of the immense potential you've been given. When you understand that your purpose is to contribute your unique design, your actions become infused with an effortless power. Decisions that once felt daunting become clear, because they are filtered through the lens of your authentic self. Energy that was once dissipated in comparison or imitation becomes concentrated, flowing directly towards the realization of your singular vision. Embracing your uniqueness is an active process. It involves deep introspection to identify your core values, your inherent strengths, and your genuine passions. It requires the courage to shed external expectations and to listen to the quiet, persistent voice of your own intuition. It means defining success on your own terms, aligning it with your purpose rather than merely chasing external markers. When you begin to operate from this place of profound authenticity, your actions carry a different weight, a different vibration. They resonate with truth, attracting the right opportunities, the right people, and the right resources that are specifically tailored to facilitate your breakthrough. The breakthrough becomes less about forcing a square peg into a round hole and more about the natural unfolding of your inherent design. Like a flower blooming perfectly according to its genetic code, it's a powerful, liberating experience that can indeed occur within 24 hours, once you choose to fully step into the magnificence of who you truly are, acknowledging that your greatest power lies not in imitation, but in being unapologetically you. The world awaits your unique light. Allow it to shine, for in its radiance lies the very essence of your imminent breakthrough. Let us now consider a crucial, often overlooked element in the realization of your imminent breakthrough, the power of releasing and letting go. In our relentless pursuit of goals, we often accumulate not just tools and strategies, but also baggage, old hurts, past disappointments, unfulfilled expectations, and even grudges. This unseen weight, often carried unconsciously, acts as a significant impediment to progress, draining vital energy and obscuring the path forward. The idea that your breakthrough is 24 hours away inherently suggests a need for an immediate shedding, a spiritual and emotional decluttering that frees you to receive and embrace the new. To truly step into a new dimension of success and fulfillment, you must first create space for it. Imagine trying to fill a cup that is already overflowing with stale water. No matter how much fresh water you pour in, it simply spills over, unable to penetrate. Similarly, if your inner world is cluttered with the debris of yesterday, the should-haves, the could-haves, the if-onlys, there is no room for the fresh possibilities, the new insights, or the unexpected opportunities that your breakthrough will present. This is not about forgetting or denying the past, but about detaching from its emotional hold and recognizing that holding on to what no longer serves you only weighs you down. It is a conscious decision to forgive yourself, to forgive others, and to release the narratives that bind you to a less desirable past. One of the most potent forms of internal baggage is the burden of unforgiveness, whether it's directed at others or more profoundly at oneself. Unforgiveness is like a festering wound that silently siphons off your life force, keeping you tethered to the very events or individuals you wish to escape. It creates a mental and emotional loop, replaying painful scenarios and perpetuating cycles of resentment and bitterness. This internal turmoil is a massive drain on your creative and productive energy, leaving you depleted and less capable of focusing on the future you aspire to create. When you consciously choose to release the grip of unforgiveness, you sever these debilitating ties. This act is not about condoning past wrongs. It is a radical act of self-liberation, freeing you from the emotional prison of the past and allowing your energy to flow freely towards your desired breakthrough. This decision to release that burden can be made in an instant, shifting your internal state dramatically within that 24-hour window. Beyond unforgiveness, there are also the unfulfilled expectations, the dreams deferred, and the plans that didn't materialize as hoped. While it's important to learn from these experiences, lingering in regret or self-pity prevents forward momentum. There is a fine line between reflection and rumination. Reflection allows you to extract wisdom, rumination traps you in the past. To achieve a breakthrough, you must be fully present and oriented towards the future. This requires releasing the need for things to have happened differently, accepting what is, and redirecting your focus and energy towards what can be. This act of letting go of past expectations, of acknowledging their non-fulfillment without allowing them to define your future, is a powerful exercise in emotional agility and resilience. It creates a vacuum that the universe, with its infinite possibilities, is eager to fill. The immediacy suggested by 24 hours away is therefore a profound invitation to engage in an act of rapid emotional and mental detoxification. It's about conducting an internal audit and consciously choosing to discard everything that no longer serves your highest good or aligns with the breakthrough you are calling into being. This might involve releasing the need to be right, the need for approval, the fear of judgment, or even the comfort of your current limitations. It is about understanding that true freedom, the kind that paves the way for monumental shifts, comes from releasing all that holds you back. When you lighten your internal load, when you clear the clutter from your mind and heart, you create an unobstructed channel for inspiration, for opportunity, and for the accelerated manifestation of your deepest desires. This conscious act of release is not passive. It is a powerful, deliberate choice that can indeed unlock your breakthrough within the next 24 hours. paving the way for unprecedented growth and transformation. We arrive now at the final, yet arguably most empowering, cornerstone of understanding why your breakthrough could be literally 24 hours away. The unyielding, foundational truth that the power to activate your breakthrough resides entirely within your immediate decision. This isn't about external forces, cosmic alignments, or waiting for permission. It is about an internal revolution that is contingent upon your sovereign choice. For too long, humanity has been conditioned to externalize its power, to believe that circumstances, other people, or some abstract future event must align perfectly before significant change can occur. But the profound reality is that your destiny, your capacity for greatness, and your very breakthrough are activated by a single deliberate act of will, the decision you make right now. Many stand at the threshold of their desired future, perpetually waiting for the right time, for all the lights to turn green or for a sign from the heavens. This waiting is a form of passive abdication of power. It creates a state of inertia where potential remains theoretical rather than becoming tangible. The notion of a breakthrough being 24 hours away shatters this passive mindset, asserting that the only missing ingredient is often your resolute decision to claim it. It implies that all the necessary components, your inherent potential, the lessons learned from adversity, the clarity of your vision, and the capacity for authentic action are already in place. What remains is the conscious, unequivocal choice to step into them. This decision is not merely a thought, it is a declaration. It is a moment of absolute commitment, where you cut off all other options and declare, "This is it. I am moving forward. I am no longer accepting anything less than my breakthrough." This kind of decision, made with complete conviction, has a transformative power that ripples through your entire being. It aligns your conscious and subconscious minds, galvanizing your will and directing all your internal resources towards the desired outcome. It stops the internal debate, silences the voices of doubt, and focuses your energy like a laser beam. When you make such a decision, the universe, which is fundamentally responsive to your most dominant beliefs and intentions, begins to reorder itself to match your newfound internal alignment. The immediacy of 24 hours underscores the fact that this decision doesn't require weeks of contemplation or external validation. It's an inner switch that can be flipped in an instant. Think of a journey that needs to begin. You can spend days planning, packing, and researching, but the journey itself doesn't start until you make the decision to take the first step out the door. The breakthrough is often akin to that first step, initiated by an unshakable inner resolve. This means confronting the fear of decision, making itself the fear of being wrong, the fear of failure, or even the fear of the responsibilities that come with success. But the stagnation born of indecision is often far more debilitating than any temporary discomfort arising from a bold choice. Furthermore, this decision is often amplified by a renewed sense of urgency. The 24 hours serves as a powerful mental trigger, prompting you to act with precision and intentionality. It cultivates a mindset where you no longer allow small distractions or minor setbacks to derail your momentum. Instead, every moment becomes an opportunity to affirm your decision and to take action in alignment with it. This urgency is not frantic. It is focused, disciplined, and purposeful. It recognizes the preciousness of time and the boundless potential residing within each passing moment. Ultimately, your breakthrough is not waiting for a perfect set of external conditions, but for your definitive decision. It is waiting for you to declare unequivocally that you are ready to claim what is rightfully yours, to step into your full potential, and to operate from a place of unshakable conviction. The decision is the key that unlocks the door, the trigger that ignites the fuse, and the first domino that sets off a cascade of transformative events. It is a powerful affirmation of your inherent agency and your capacity to shape your reality. When you make this decision truly and fully, you will find that the seemingly distant breakthrough was, in fact, always just 24 hours or even less away, awaiting your command. Friends, the hour is late, but the dawn of your destiny is breaking. We've explored together the profound truth that your breakthrough is not some distant peak, but an immediate possibility waiting to be claimed. It resides not in external circumstances, but in the radical power of your own belief, in the unyielding clarity of your vision, in the courageous leap of decisive action. It is fortified by the wisdom you've gained from every challenge, and amplified by the audacious act of embracing your most authentic self, shedding all that no longer serves you. Do not let another second slip by in procrastination or doubt. The universe is not waiting for your perfect conditions. It is waiting for your perfect decision. The very moment you truly choose to step into your power, to align with your purpose, and to act with unwavering conviction, that is the moment your reality begins to transform. Your breakthrough isn't just a promise, it's a profound, immediate potential. Go forth now and claim it, for in the next 24 hours you hold the power to redefine your world. Thank you.